Hey, welcome to Zach's Tech Turf and weekly download episode number 64, which is my weekly tech and PC gaming news series. As you can see, today I'm going to be playing the brand new Forza Motorsport 7, which just released this week. I'm going to do my absolute best to get my review out for this week's Gaming on a Sunday Morning series video, so be on the lookout for that. I actually got myself a cup of coffee for this episode. Make sure you guys let me know in the comment section what you're sipping on. Let's get into it. The OPC is the official gaming chair of Zach's Tech Turf and weekly download, and it's one of the best gaming chair options for those of us on a budget. Go check out my full review video by clicking the link in the description, and don't forget to use discount code ZTT or my link to save yourself 10 bucks. To start off the tech news this week, Ryzen Threadripper owners are sure going to be happy because AMD finally released their promised drivers that add RAID support for NVMe drives. For those of you that don't know, here's a quick lesson. RAID, or Redundant Array of Independent Disks, allows the use of multiple hard drives to perform together for either a much faster or much more redundant setup. For example, RAID 0, which is now supported with Threadripper, uses a process called striping so that when you combine hard drives, it makes them much faster, but you only get the space of one of the drives. So for example, if you have two 4TB hard drives in RAID 0, you'll still only have 4 terabytes, but it will be much faster than a single drive. These drivers, which are still just beta drivers, so be careful of that, support RAID 0, RAID 1, and RAID 10. Alright, so we have a few more rumors of a possible NVIDIA GTX 1070, but we still don't have any confirmation yet. The new rumors coming from Nordic Hardware says that a GTX 1070 Ti will launch on October 26, which you know is only about a half a month away. Another rumor from WCCF Tech says that the price at launch will be $429, and we can't really confirm either of these rumors, to be honest. It's really tough to believe that if it's actually coming out on October 26th that Nvidia still hasn't said anything, but what do I know? Next up, we have a very interesting new product to look at, and it's a $119 HDMI cable that apparently adds anti-aliasing by itself. Now obviously I don't have this cable to test myself yet, but the guys over at PC Perspective said that they were actually impressed with the cable, and they included with and without pictures, which you can see here. Sorry podcast listeners. But my main question for this is, why in the world would you spend $120 on an HDMI cable for a tiny fraction of better visuals when you could put that money towards a much better graphics card? I have no idea, but I couldn't possibly not talk about this. To start off the PC gaming news this week, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is the next game that's being hit by a huge wave of negative Steam reviews. As we all know, these days if something goes wrong for the player experience of a game, the first thing players do is bash the Steam reviews. Apparently there's a Chinese VPN ad that appears in the game, which is not a free-to-play game mind you, and Chinese players are super upset. They're upset about it because oftentimes they have to connect to European or North American servers because their local servers are awful, and then here goes this advertisement for a Chinese gaming VPN. I'd be upset too, I'm not gonna lie. Over 10,000 negative Steam reviews slam PUBG this week, and probably more until this issue is addressed. In more PUBG news, UFC's best pound-for-pound fighter Demetrius Johnson says that he could absolutely beat Conor McGregor in a PUBG match. I know this isn't actually news, but I would absolutely love to see that match take place. After reading this article, I discovered that Johnson is actually a very active Twitch streamer despite being one of the best MMA fighters on the planet. Did you guys know about this? I kind of feel like a noob for not knowing this beforehand. Apparently for some of his fights he'll be streaming a game, say BRB I gotta go fight, win the fight obviously, and then immediately come back to his Twitch stream. That's insane and I absolutely love it. I'm definitely gonna be looking out for this guy in the future. Once again, sorry if this is super old news to some of you. The Call of Duty World War II Open PC beta went live last week, and over the weekend I got to test it out for myself. As you guys probably know if you've been following me for any sort of time, I'm a huge Call of Duty sucker and I pretty much buy the game every single year. This is the first year that I'm honestly debating about it because the beta just didn't rub me the right way. First off, SMGs were still super overpowered and they actually already patched them, but the beta seemed to be hit with the same problems that COD on PC always gets hit with. Matchmaking was awful, as sometimes I found myself playing in a match 2 versus 5 people, and optimization wasn't great. I'm only playing on a GTX 1050 in my Dell XPS 15 laptop, but even then, once I get the settings dialed in, no matter how low they are, the game shouldn't pitch as much as it does, and that's why people stop playing Modern Warfare Remastered. Hopefully they fix all this, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. This old school platformer called Cuphead released a few days ago, and people are going absolutely crazy about it. It's inspired by a cartoon from the 1930s, so I obviously have no idea what's going on here, but I saw somewhere that over 100,000 copies have already been sold in just 3 days, and that's pretty impressive for this tiny $20 game. And finally, to wrap up the PC gaming news this week, Forza Motorsport 7 just released on Tuesday for people who didn't buy the early access version, and I've been playing it pretty much non-stop, as you can see from this footage. So far I'm really liking the game, but as usual with Microsoft DirectX 12 games, it's really hard to record footage, so I'm having a tough time with that. Like I said though, hopefully I get everything figured out before gaming on a Sunday morning this week, so I can give you my full review on that. Trust me, this game looks much better on my PC when I'm not recording compared to the footage you're seeing now. Sorry. Well, that wraps up Weekly Download episode number 64. Make sure you guys let me know in the comment section what your favorite tech or PC gaming news was this week, or if I missed anything. And definitely be on the lookout for my Forza 7 review this Sunday. Hopefully everything goes well and I can get that up. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please drop a like down below to help support my channel, and as always, thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more Zach's Tech Turf videos.